got you! Stance forward! Beautiful! Forward! I have you! One more! Stand still! Forward!
KO!
My ancestors have forged my path! Gladius! I have you! Here! Stand forward! Forward! I have you! For defense! I've got you! Stand forward! Wonderful! My path.
Perfect KO!
My ancestors have forged my path.
Comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Let us begin. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. That was a solid anti-air. Wow, shut down. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player one has the life lead. Knockdown. The cross-up's good. Jumps over their opponent and tags them with the jump attack to flip their block direction. Player one chases them down. Checks them with the projectile. Parries to cancel the fireball. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Where is their opening? Heading into the end, gets them. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
From upstairs. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Gets the combo. Player one can build off this lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Decided to take a breather to regroup. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Player one holding on to that corner advantage. Jumps in. Balance from above. Low heavy, but no go. All in with a rush. Jumps. Life breaks it. Ah, burnout activates. Super back combo finishes it. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
then fight!
A new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Starts with a jump in. Perfect air to air. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. With the forward throw, the battle in the corner continues. Chasing them down, peppering them with hits and throws is the way to get them in the corner. Spends the meter to throw on some massive damage. With the loud gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is end. The throw ends the round. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight.
Changing up the beat with the hidden variable. Player one chases them down. Sees them coming and shrugs it off with the super armor. Player one will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Gotta be careful not to whip experiencing burnout. Going in, player one has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Super clutch corner switch. Jumps in. Burnout activates. Player two sneaks in the throw. Player one took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Gets the jump in. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Knockdown. That drive impact doesn't get through. Takes a trip. KO. Player two on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Vagabond and sends them flying. It's a good spot to use the super. Bushin Scramble's gonna leave them hurting. Now, gets out of that jam with a perfect parry. Perfect read with the drive parry. Player one will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Breaks the block with a throw. A quick breather. Player two is working with a better gauge. What can they do with experiencing burnout? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins and knocked them out of the air. Knockdown and... Are we going to see a comeback here? Pumps the brakes on the impact. What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
The pace quickens after trading hits. Jumps. Jumps. Ooh, what a smart move. Okay, here we go. Player, this can lead to some big damage. Yo, rock super hit. Player two needs to wait this out. Turning it right up with the super. Bushin Scramble! Yo, I saw this in Shibuya one night. Player two is in burnout. Oh, stun! Bad news is on the way. Ugh, puts a bit of stank on that with an overdrive arm. Shoots their shot. What punish counter table. Side switch. What's next? Oh my God, Rock Super. They're dizzy. Will it be the dance? They are done. Player 2 is going to be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Rip gets him with a Euro step and whips. They're wide open. Torso cleaver dices. Strings it all together. What's going to follow the combo? Counter hit throw there. What is he thinking here? Both fighters will want to utilize what little drive gauge they have. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Steps back to start things off. Throws them to negate the block. Jumps. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Plate on super art. Javelin on Marisão. Applies the super armor and pries him open. Player 2 is dominating this match. Puts the super armor to good use. In there. Player 2 played with a lot of heart to pull off a tremendous win. Definitely one to watch.
Then fight!
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Starts with a jump in. Uses a drive parry against the attack. A parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. Gets right in there. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball press KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Gets the jump in. Dashes up, sees him coming and shrugs it off with a super up. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Side switch in the corner. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. KO! That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Box him with a target. All that grinding and training mode paid off. Look at the optimal damage on that combo. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. Their spacing is they're going for the super art. Player 2 can't use aim, wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Lays down a whirlwind. That drive impact is blocked. Player 1 didn't manage their drive properly through that round. Meter management is absolutely vital, and they need to manage it properly for this coming round. We have a super art on deck. Expect to see way more pressure here. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Manages to block the jumping attack. What'll happen here? Fires off a whirlwind. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. They're experiencing burnout. Not much life difference. Player 1 will have to deal with this if they're going for the super art. That's a counter. A super art catapults them up and brings them crashing back down. Both sides getting ready. Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Who's gonna take it? What a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Fight with all your heart!
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play, checking their opponent. Lots of aggression from both sides. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Good parry there, and a parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. Handily escapes the throw. These two fighters are perfectly synced. Sticks the combo. Grabs him. Life lead opens up. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Slides in with a fist and keep the pressure on. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super armor. They block the overhead and still very early in the round. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Checks them with the projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. They return to center, heats it up with a combo into super. Level 3 super! Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
No! Now you know history.
Player 2 is working with a and fold. Nasty blow to the back of the head. Knockdown and this is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. Crowns him from above. Gets the pump, puts the super armor to good use. Are we gonna see a come anti-air in the clutch? Player 2 can't use any. There's a drive impact. Flatline zone. Player 1 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Sees them coming and shrugs it off with the super armor. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Tries some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Denies the attack, and a parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. Well-timed corner switch. Gets out of the corner. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. In a dire situation, gets some. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything, they timed that just right to get the perfect pair. Topsy's out of the quick dash. Player 2 chases them down. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 1 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Going in, Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive resets. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player 2 ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Big opportunity now in this corner. Player 1 is not in a good place health-wise, but with a super ardent drive impact misses. Just goes for it at this range. KO. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. They knew that throw was coming. These two fighters are perfectly synced. Neither of them willing to back off here. Knockdown. Player 2 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 1, this is a huge chance to make them feel it. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juke. That parry may be just the catalyst they need. Taking stock. Life lead opens up. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Experiencing burnout. Player good heads up play going for that combo to do enough damage to finish the round. Player 1 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Pops him with a shoryu. Jumps up. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Shuts that down with a parry. Uses the parry to deal with that projectile. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Knockdown and Player 2, there's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Uses that wall pressure. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Opts to create space to start. Medium kick hit. That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. There's a burnout. Player 2 knocks them out of the air. Turns out. Ashes out the cage right there. Devotes all that meter to the goddess of the hunt. They're about to get a big knockout kiss. Ooh. Both sides getting ready. Life drops them from the air. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? They're recovered. Holds it in the corner. Somehow manages to fuses their drive gauge. Looking for a hold. Do they have what it takes to steal the round here? It is over. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
A new challenger.
We're about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top?
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player one chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Life lead opens up. And there's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Player two digs in deep to get that drive in. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Jumps in, sees him coming, and shrugs it off with the super armor. Risky up-close scrap still going. Both fighters planning something? Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be perfect parries. Goes with the safe stuff with that target. A quick breather. Boots him. Blocks it. Perfect execution with the anti-air. And full. Nasty blow to the back of the head. Oh, yo! Rock super hit! What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Who's going to steal this win? Clean parry. Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. Player two is in a pit. Scores an important armor break. Turns out. Turning it right up with the super. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it.
Now you know.
This is going to hurt. Keeps him out. Punish counter sets the table. Amazing. Player one finds the target. They're dizzied. A rare chance here. They gotta do something. No hesitation or regret. Hits him with that NSFW. Ooh, sends him a personalized telegram with that frightening critical art. Can they muster up the nerve to fight back and take this? Are you kidding me? Player two is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run. Anti-air in the clutch. Player one has put the super armor to good use. And full. Nasty blow to the back of the head. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. And fold for the throw. No escaping that. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Flies in with a fist that puts the super armor to good use. Breaks the block with a throw. That throw will do some good damage. Click experiencing burnout. Both fighters planning something? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Challenge from above! Player 1 needs to wreck them! They're stunned! All they need to do is get end the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Hold on, they broke through the super arm. Must have seen it coming. Connects with the throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Ooh, you never know. Gets him with a Euro snap. Player 2 is in a their perfect parry. They got a feast on this chance. What's next? Player 2 sets up with the jump in. Super armor. Cold and calculated. Okay. No. Critical art now? No. This is great. You need guts to pull that off. Player 1 comes away with the win. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that one back. Hold on, they broke through the super armor. Must have seen it coming. Sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super armor. The attack is parried. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Player 2 is maintaining KO. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. They just put the super armor to good use. Both fighters are low on drive. What'll they use it on? Is it time to go on the offensive, or will they try to turtle up? Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of experiencing burnout. Knockdown and both sides in burnout. They can't drive. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. A super art? One player call the throw connects. Oh, here we go. Raw critical. What's gonna have chisels them down? Player 2 showed they are truly the best of the best.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Fight with all your...
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Taking stock. Capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Puts the super armor to good use. Going in, plus out the parry. Their will to win is really being tested here. A quick breather. You've got to be. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? This can lead to some big damage. No more drop super art to show off what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Player 1, it's super armor. Cold and calculated. Like burns out. That combo finishes it. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. In with the phalanx. Did well to get the buff in there. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Are they trying to beat out the jump? Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Decides to buff up while they can. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Throws on. What's next? The comeback's gonna be tough now. Can they do it? Player 2, perfect. Takes the round without getting touched. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Sees him coming and rubs it off with the super arm. Big throws. Both fighters won't play their game. Says no with the overdrive 10 anymore. Buffs up. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. He's experiencing burnout. A real test of in there. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Gets a risky buff in. The match just started. It's anyone's game. We're just getting started here. Who will take control? Sets up with the jump in. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales.
That felt good, didn't it?
Lands the super. Reads the throw and escape. Player 2 is in a very good spot. Ooh, what a smart throw. What now? Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Big super armor use. Player 1, they were sitting on their knees for this super art. Super out of nowhere. The big brain of the competitor is unreal.
Now you know history.
Player 1 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Sees him coming and rubs it off with the super armor. Player 1, nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? Perfectly timed parry to deflect the opponent's attack. You don't want to get caught in that situation too many times. Not much drive to work with at the moment. No more drive gauge. Smart choice to use that attack to do chip damage and get the KO to take the round. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Grabs him. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive arm. Risky decision, but let's see how this plays out. Looks like they both relied a lot on their drive arm. They gotta pick their spots well with the remaining drive they have. Gets a risky buff in. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Saihasho to start something. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Come for them with the phalanx! Avoids getting stuck in the corner. Turns out. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Did not miss that chance and takes the round.
Now you know history.
Player 1 made all the right moves. And this experience is only gonna make them stronger.
Choose a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight?
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Checks with a projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 1 is in a tight spot right now. Gets him. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2, will that parry change the momentum of this match? Perfect parry. Perfect read with the drive parry. Throw connection does big damage. Puts the super armor to good use. Player 2, holding, kept their composure and pulled out the combo at just the right time. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Trips him up. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Heading into the end KO. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 1 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Still slugging it out at this range. Breaks the block with a throw. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Player 1 holding on to that corner advance draw critical. What's gonna happen? Sets it up. Goes for the Shin Shoryuken. They're willing to go all in here. Player 2 can't use any drive here. He closes it out. Player 1 played with a lot of heart to pull off a tremendous win. Definitely one to watch. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Puts the super armor to good use. Throws them to negate the block. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Sticks the combo. Takes a trip. Holds out with the block. Combo with the KO. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Got their eye on the air. Gets the jump in. Barry! Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. Player 2 will look to bears the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Barry, they're going for the super art. Sneaks in the throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Immediate jumping. The last round. It's now or never. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Big super armor use. A jump in. All in with a rush. Both sides getting ready. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Break through with the throw. Player 1 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger.
A new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round 1.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. An aggressive attack. Backs them into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. All right, they throw them into the corner. They're looking to keep the pressure on and do some damage. Well-timed corner switch. Both fighters will want to utilize what little drive gauge they have. Throws them to negate the block. Life lead opens up. Will this super art connect? Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 takes up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Pressuring the situation with the charge in. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Doesn't miss a beat. Looking for a chance. Jump. Going in. Vertical rolling attack. Get out of here. In with a backstep roll. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Player 1 has a full drop. Oh, looking to ramp up the voltage here. Closes it out. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet.
Oh, whiff the grab.
Turns up the heat and cooks them with the combo. All right. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? They block the overhead and... Nice cross-up. Knockdown. Sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super arm. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 2, the punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Player 2, holding on to that corner advantage. Going in, experiencing burnout. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Both fighters, they're going for the super art. That's a counter. Set the ball off untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. The drive impact is denied. Oh, looking to ramp up the voltage here. Charges forward. Player 1 needs to use that drive gauge better if they want to take things back. Vital parry. Avoids the wall splat. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge despair. Scrambling big time whiff. Oh, that's gonna leave a crater. Amazing. Rushes in. Getting up close and personal. Burns the gauge on the super. Absolutely relentless. Jumps. Ooh, taking him for a ride. Are you kidding me? I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
A new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Decent damage. What's next? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Sticks the combo. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach? Ends with a projectile. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Puts the super armor to good use. Player 2 in dire hits them with a stop and bop. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Just goes for it at this range. Player deadly implication finds the mark. Now they can start the pressure while the opponent is poisoned. Solid trigger on the Toxic Blossom to pile on the damage. Pierces and drops them. Both fighters planning something? In with the phalanx. A real test of nerves here. What now? Closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Manages to block the jump-in attack. In with good decision with that throw. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Amazing. This is a gigantic light feed. Getting it perfectly executed. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.